Good afternoon. Fade to Black breaking news for this Wednesday, March 27th, 2024. This is all of the news that you need. I'm Jimmy Church. All right, help support the show. Get your Fade to Black T-shirts. The links are below. 2 shirts, 2 ways to get them. Everything is autographed, includes shipping. There you go. Become a game changer. All right, become a game changer. And also, there are 4 ways to become a Fadernaut. All of the links are below. Head over to our website. All right, tonight on the show, big show, James Keenan is with us. We're going to be talking about his latest research, Skinwalker Ranch and Blind Frog Ranch. And of course, the hit TV shows and all of that stuff and everything that he's working on. It's going to be a great show. Love James tonight on Fade to Black. Tomorrow night on Fade to Black, AMA, AJA, Ask Jimmy Anything. That is tomorrow night closing out our week. And let's get straight to it. On this day in history, 1998, the world changed because the FDA approves Viagra. That's right. Well, some say Viagra. There you go. On this day in 1998, Fader fact, Johnny Cash said that the tempo of his hit song, I Walk the Line, was his heartbeat at the time he wrote the song. And that is your Fader fact. All right, let's get to the breaking news. Supporters for UFO and ET disclosure are having a sidewalk rally in New York this week in support of Senator Chuck Schumer and his efforts towards greater government transparency with their UAP knowledge and to ask for more congressional hearings for disclosure. Citizens for Disclosure Now is a New York City-based partner of the California-based New Paradigm Institute's Citizens for Disclosure, founded by Danny Sheehan. Sheehan's MPI says it is currently vetting candidates to start local and state chapters in 45 states. You can go to the New Paradigm Institute website and check it out for yourself. Well, one man has died and another was injured in the first fatal mountain lion attack in California in 20 years. An 18-year-old called authorities around 1:13 p.m. local time Saturday to report he and his 21-year-old brother were attacked by a mountain lion while antler shed hunting in the Georgetown area. All of this is according to the El Dorado County Sheriff's Office news release. The caller was separated from his brother during the attack and suffered traumatic injuries to his face. Deputies and paramedics administered aid and took him to a hospital for further treatment. Their identities have not been released. The last fatal mountain lion attack in the state dates back to 2004 when a 35-year-old man was killed at Whiting Ranch Regional Park in Orange County. Astronomers have spotted the first known instance of a black hole hiccup from a distant cosmic giant, huge, ginormous black hole. But check this out. The cosmic belches suggest that the swirling disk of matter and gas that surround the black holes may be home to bigger cosmic objects than previously thought. The monster black hole, which weighs the equivalent of about 50 million suns and lives in the heart of a galaxy 800 million light years from Earth, is ejecting hunks of gas into space once every 8.5 days before going quiet again. These hiccups come from the black hole's accretion disk, a ring of superheated gas that swirls around the object. The new study, published today in the journal Science Advances, suggests this material is being belched out thanks to a second smaller black hole that is swishing in and out in a tilted orbit, kicking up gas like a bee buzzing through a cloud of pollen. Two black holes. Incredible. We can even do this is just mind-blowing. A Southern California police department has been handcuffed by Lego. That's right, Lego blocks. After the toy company asked the agency to stop adding Lego heads. Yeah, I saw that, and I saw the news on this. I had to read it like 3 times. That's right, Lego heads, right? So you got the little Lego people, you got the little yellow face head things that you plug on the top. I've got a bunch of them. I may have some of them in here. I build Legos. Yes, I do. Anyway, Lego heads, right? Well, they've been adding Lego heads to cover the faces of suspects' images it shares on social media. The Marietta Police Department has been using Lego heads and emojis to cover people's faces in posts and social media sites since around 2023. But the altered photos went viral last week after the department posted a statement about its policy, prompting several news articles and later the request from Lego. Under California's new law, police departments and sheriff's offices are now required to remove any booking photo they shared on social media, including of people arrested for violent offenses, within 14 days unless specific circumstances exist, like the person remains a fugitive and an imminent threat to public safety. So, no more Lego heads and no more mugshot Mondays. Yeah. Check this out. A polar vortex circling the Arctic is swirling now in the opposite direction after surprise warming in the upper atmosphere triggered a major reversal event earlier this month. That's right. Backwards. It is one of the most extreme atmospheric U-turns seen in recent history. In the past, disruptions to the polar vortex, a rotating mass of cold air that circles the Arctic, have triggered extremely cold weather and storms across large parts of the United States. The current change in the vortex's direction may cause a similar big freeze. So much for global warming. The first astronauts to land on the moon in more than a half a century are planning to set up a lunar mini greenhouse. NASA has selected the first 3 science experiments to be deployed by astronauts on the moon's surface on the Artemis 3 mission in 2026. Among them is LEAF, that's LEAF, the Lunar Effects on Agricultural Flora, which will study how space crops face in the exotic lunar environment, gravity, radiation, stuff like that. It's always part of the movies, right? You got a greenhouse, you're growing stuff. Well, now we're actually going to do it. Plant growth and development data, along with environmental parameters measured by LEAF, will help scientists understand the use of plants grown on the moon for both human nutrition and life support. That's right, oxygen. And finally, I'll leave you with this. North Korea. Yeah, when I start off there, right? North Korea's state broadcaster, KCTV, has blurred out a pair of jeans worn by veteran British TV host Alan Titchmarsh as part of the country's censorship of foreign fashion and culture. Yeah. KCTV carried an episode of Titchmarsh's show, Garden Secrets, that was originally aired back on the BBC in 2010, and they aired it yesterday. North Korea is strictly implementing the newly adopted Reactionary Ideology and Culture Rejection Act. Right, their new law. Jeans, especially blue ones, have been banned for residents as a symbol of American imperialism. But some flexibility has been applied to foreign visitors because they can prevent them from wearing jeans, especially blue ones. Blue jeans are associated with what North Korea says, decadent Western culture. Like in the Soviet Union. They did the same thing. And Kim Jong-il, not Kim Fatty Fat, his dad, ordered officials to rid the country of them back in the 1990s. The Reactionary Ideology and Culture Rejection Act was introduced that year, banning the population from distributing, watching, or listening to any cultural content deemed to be anti-socialist. Violations are punishable by years of hard labor for a pair of jeans and even death for the color blue. That's right. The lower half of Marcia's body has been blurred to obscure the jeans he is wearing. Or maybe it's something else that is offending Kim Fatty Fat. I don't know. You know that, Marsh. There you go. Seriously. That's all the Fade to Black breaking news that you need for this Wednesday, March 27th, 2024. Fade to Black breaking news is produced by Renee Neumann. I'm Jimmy Church, and I want to remind everybody tonight on Fade to Black, researcher James Keenan. Right here, we're going to be discussing his work at Skinwalker and Blind Frog Ranch. All of that and much more tonight with James. But until then, all I've got is Go Backley Tappy.